All right, welcome to Lesson 8. We're going to talk about how to move from theory to practice using a scenario. So in this lesson, you'll become able to move beyond just conceptual understanding to actually acquiring the skill of active listening. So this is where the rubber hits the road, so to speak. You'll find that learning active listening is more like learning to speak a foreign language or play the piano versus learning to ride a bike. You can get started right away for sure, and you get better gradually over time with practice. In this lesson, you'll also get the benefit of a real-life scenario to hear what active listening actually sounds like in an agile setting. By the end of this lesson, you'll have a simple approach to incrementally acquire the skill over bite-sized practice sessions, whatever situation you're in, backlog refinement, sprint planning, or even an informal conversation. So let's check in with Anna. She got straight to the point in her next coaching session. She looked Kathy squarely in the eye and said, "Now that I understand the what of active listening, I need to learn how to actually do it. Because active listening, understanding it is one thing, but actually doing it is different." Kathy agreed, for sure. It's a skill that gets better with daily conscious practice. So let's set some concrete practice goals. So Anna made a commitment to aim for 3 instances of active listening per day and agreed to report back to Kathy the following week on how it went. So here's a challenge. Stop this video right now and note down your practice goals. Then put them where you'll see them regularly, like on your laptop or your phone background. So back to Anna. She thought, this afternoon is our Agile Program Increment Planning meeting. People have so many different opinions. Sometimes we even talk in circles without getting anywhere. That'll be a good forum to practice active listening. Maybe it'll even help us make progress on a topic that kind of feels stuck. So at 3 p.m., Anna entered the meeting feeling determined. Things began in an organized way, and then as usual, Anna's colleagues started to share their opinions one after another. Lots of talking, not a whole lot of listening. Anna suspected that people being quiet didn't mean they were listening. Instead, it just meant they were waiting for their turn to talk. Leah said, "We need to delay this new feature because we don't have all the funding yet." Now's my chance, thought Anna to herself. So she jumped in and she tried to paraphrase. "You feel we should move this feature down in our backlog since we don't have all the funding." "Exactly," said Leah. "Score," thought Anna to herself. But then Michael protested. "We have to get started now because the situation is urgent. Our state government clients need more satellite pictures ASAP. They need to track the anti-racism protests that are going on. We should get started anyway, even with partial funding. Now." Aha, thought Leah. Here's another chance to practice active listening. And on an issue a lot of people care about, racial violence and hatred. She tried using Michael's own words. "We can't wait. We need to start now." "Exactly," exclaimed Michael. But Leah bristled. "Whose side are you on?" "Both sides," said Anna. "I want what you both want, a way to get started on this that also respects the resources available." Both Leah and Michael just breathed a sigh of relief. "Okay," said Anna, "so how do we come together on this?" An hour later, Anna signed out of the meeting and leaned back in her chair. Wow, she thought, I had no idea active listening could have this kind of positive impact of helping people align. In this lesson, our goal was to move beyond conceptual understanding to you moving in the direction of actually acquiring the skill by talking through a real-life agile scenario and simulation. By now, you've learned that the secret to acquiring active listening is practice. And you saw that you can get the benefits of active listening right away, and that your skill just gets better over time. In the next lesson, you'll learn how to tell right away if you were successful at active listening. No lie.